and ideally have some sort of picture or roadmap that displays these things. That way there's a visual of like, okay, this is what's happening. Real quick, I'm gonna show you the exact 10-stage roadmap from 0 to 100 million plus that less than 1% of companies finish. I've now done multiple times. And so I can say with a lot of confidence that these are the stages as headcount increases that you need to get through. And I broke each of these down by 8 different functions of the business, what the constraint feels like what are the symptoms of it when you're going through it, and then what steps we actually took to graduate. And we've done this across software, physical products, service businesses, brick and mortar, all of this, and it works. And it's my gift to you, it's absolutely free. And so the link's in the description, but you just go acquisition.com/roadmap, just enter your info and it'll spit it right back to you, all free. The hook is like, hey, have you ever wondered, or like, have you ever looked at your railing and be like, man, if I just changed this, my whole house would look different. And this is probably super high ROI from a home resale perspective.
Yeah.
So just changing the railings in a house, there's a recent report that came out that showed that like railings from an aesthetic perspective only cost a fraction of what they add in home value. And so the way I think about it, railings are basically free. Wow.
Oh wow.
What a great anchor, right? Now you might be wondering like, how do I think about like buying a railing? And so it's like there's actually 4 steps, to buying a railing. There's the the materials, there's the number, there's the hook into the wall, the whatever, whatever those steps are.
Yeah.
Right? And so you go for each of those. I'm gonna scroll. Show up. Perfect. Yes. Yeah. And this looks great. This is awesome. So this is where I'd go like back and forth.
Or how to choose the right handrail video.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of different videos.
And so at the end of this, so we're going to go through that whole process, right? And at the end, so we're put this is still in the intro.
Yeah.
I'll explain pricing because everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, so that way it'll keep them because they're like, oh, I want to know the pricing. I'll explain pricing and kind of like set expectations for delivery times and things like that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then you go through this, which is kind of like the meat of the video, and then we go into price ranges and expectations. And I would still say cover this here, which is like, hey, like obviously these things, they are free in terms of the fact that they can add value to the house in excess of what they cost, but they obviously cost money. We're made here in America or whatever it is. So, come to the call knowing what your budget is, because then that way, like, I don't waste your time with like making railings out of diamonds, which we can do, by the way. You can make a joke. Authority, which is like, okay, if you have your wife or husband who needs to be on the call, I'd recommend you guys do it together, because sometimes you got one person who has the taste and another person who handles the money.
Oh, wow.
Like you want both of you guys on the call. And then from a need perspective, they're here.